And so it begins. Here we go. This is day one. We out here on Lay Lake. Just got the boat in, got my official. Got my wife hanging out right here. So you know the vibes is good. We're gonna need to catch them up today, man. I can definitely feel it. Spring is in the air, legitimately. It's gonna be 80 degrees today. I think these fish are moving up by the hour. And not only that, there's a lot of fish still out there swimming around on bait, man. And a lot of guys are gonna be doing that too. Forward face sonar is gonna be a huge player. I'm actually not gonna do that today much. Probably not at all. I'm gonna go old school today. We're gonna at least start it off old school. I don't know, I got this gut feeling that there's just a lot of fish moving that way. And I'm trying to intersect those, so that's what we doing, man. That's the vibe. So y'all stick with me. Y'all know we film it, everything and anything we can. It's gonna be a fun day, man. I'm just gonna have a relaxation day, chill, fish slow. No points on the line in this, man. It's the championship, so this is literally, you know, go big or go home type scenario. And so we looking to go big.
Lines in, start of period one.
Couple casts already where there was bite. Nobody home. But that's how this goes. I figure most of these fish are spawning, and you know, I'm just making the right cast. And they're sitting there on the bed, you know. 400% sure. Gotcha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we looking for, baby.
£3, 12 ounces.
312.
Let's get a picture of that one.
Let's do that.
Nice job.
All right, thank you, brother. Thank you, fish. That's a female.
Great job, sir.
Thank you, brother. It's weird too. It seems like this bite has gotten better as the day goes on. But with so much warming trend, I just figured they'd be up there pretty active and aggressive. You know? Dude, I come through there and practice. I have 4 bites in through there.
On this dock?
No,
This little, okay.
yes. And the one I caught was not on a place. How did that happen?
Oh, that did not.
Dude, that's so weird, bro. How did that happen? It just blows my mind, dude. I can't even blame that on, like, you know, a lot of places got pike or something. Like, this place has none of that, dude. Dude, I've had more than that in bites already. That's crazy, man. But that's how important them fish are too, man. You know, it's just the reality of that is that those fish are important, dude. They live here. They're in and around here. Conditions are optimal. This dude ain't gonna make it, I don't think. Nope. Close. They love these old docks. Looking at a live scope, they're sitting on most of them, I'd say. But the thing, you can't force them to bite.
You can see them under most of these docks.
Like on that last cast, dude, I had one followed all the way out.
Yeah.
Looked like a pretty dang on good one. All right, folks, so just wrapped up period 1. Rough period for me. I had 3 bites. I put 2 in the boat, and you just can't do that in these deals, man. Outside the cut at the moment with 1 bass, 3 pounds 12 ounces, a good one. And I'm sitting here on a bedfish that I found just now fishing, and she looks to be pretty decent. So I don't know. I'm gonna spend a couple minutes on her. I ain't gonna spend too much time. Maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, and then we're gonna get right back to fishing. So that's the update, period 1, man. We gotta catch some bass. That's all we need to do. It ain't like they smoking them. If you guys are catching them pretty good, it's typical, man. You gotta get bites though, generating bites. And so in practice, this was the best deal I had, so I'm sticking with it. Stick with me. Just don't know, man. Don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, a lot of bites in practice? No bites today. I want to measure. A bite. A bite. Finally. A bite.
£2, 9 ounces.
2.9. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you biting my cricket, bro.
You remembered what you did.
Jeez.
Nice job.
Thanks, man. That was one right there. Dang it. I don't know how big he was, but he bit me. Tough day, boy, for me. When I thought I was gonna smash too. I mean, I thought I could get 10 or 12 bites and do good.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like a lot of the ones I was shaking off were not little ones. All right, guys, I didn't do a recap of period 2 because there wasn't much to do. We didn't catch a bass, so we did. We caught 1 bass, excuse me. I think I had 1 bite. I might have had another bite, but I ain't 100% sure. But it would have just been a bite. So, you know, maximum 2 bites last period. It's just been super grindy. Stuck with my guns on this shallow bite, and it's right now. It's really hurting me. You know, I'm dumbfounded, to be quite honest with you, at the lack of bites. I mean, I had been getting a lot of bites doing this, and here we are not getting hardly any bites. That's fishing. That, my friends, is fishing. So I don't know how you make that many throws. I'm sorry, and that many good-looking places, and just come up with 2 bites. It just don't even make sense. It just really don't. That one didn't feel small. That first one was little.
My son was a super good pitcher.
Yeah.
And then had to have in a bone chip when he was 15, had elbow surgery by the best surgeon in the country, a guy named Jake.
Yeah.
And he screwed up and cut his ulnar nerve.
Oh my God, are you
And so
kidding
Jake's
me?
hand's paralyzed for the rest of his life.
Shut
I mean, it's the craziest
up,
thing.
dude.
Art. I mean, it's that.
How does that go? I mean, what?
I was in the surgery too. I mean, I didn't see it. He didn't know it happened, and until after the fact. And he had to go back in. They did a nerve graft, and that Jake was the only non-professional athlete that he was doing that day. And yeah, God obviously had other plans, but man, it set a series of events in motion that you would never believe. Kid goes from a surefire thing to
I can only imagine, bro.
To a troubled mess.
And here I am. Yeah, man, that is terrible, bro.
At 15.
At 15, bro.
But you know, at the end of the day, and he's taking it way better than I would have ever taken it. You know, now they've sort of come to grips with it. But you know, it's the best example I think I've ever seen of God had a different plan for him. We haven't figured out what that is yet. But
how old is your son?
He's now 22.
Jeez, man.
But yeah, I mean, football coach was at our house, baseball coach was at our house, athletic director was at our house, all when he came home from the hospital. And then, you know, when you find out he's not going to be your wide receiver, he's not going to be your pitcher, they sort of drift away.
Oh,
and I don't hold them responsible. They got a job to do. But,
sure.
You know.
Oh yeah.
It was just a weird thing.
You see that?
And that's why fishing has been such a godsend for him. Finding that job at Tackle Warehouse and the way that all happened, I'm telling you, I called to order graph glass, and the guy started asking me questions about fishing around Atlanta, and I'm like, what do you know about Atlanta? And he said, that's where we're located.
Yep.
And I said, well, y'all hiring? And I sent Jake the next day, and he got a job. And now all his friends from there are fishermen. He fishes like a crazy person. It saved his life, I think. And that's not hyperbole.
No, dude, no doubt, bro. Wow.
It's super cool.
Wow, man.
And he lives vicariously, you know, through me and these things, and you know,
Jeez, man.
It's just been a great thing. It's brought us closer together than we've ever been.
So it doesn't affect him fishing?
A little bit, not much. I mean, it's his left hand. We just had to talk about Jake. That a boy, Jake.
Oh gosh, I got you all hooked up. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, that's all right.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
bro.
That's an important fish, Mark.
Every one of them are. Yes, sir. You're right about that, though.
213. All right, that was the best number. That a boy, Jake.
Thank you, fish. Start calling that fish. That fish name's Jake.
There you go. Hey, nice job.
Thanks, man. Goodness gracious. Doing good, man. Yeah.
On every body of water in the United States, all 50 states, okay? When you see those buoys, it's like if you'll draw you lines to where the structure is that it's trying to protect, or the houses and the docks on it.
Sure.
If you'll draw straight lines from it off of every side, once you pass that plane, then you can go.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. But
Awesome.
I misunderstood that. But it no, well, I don't want to get in trouble. Let me tell you. I appreciate it. Terrible, man.
Seriously?
Yeah, terrible day for me.
There's 4 days left.
Conditions were perfect, and it just sucked. But that's.
Turn on tomorrow.
I hope so, man. I appreciate it, man.
Official.
Nah,
He had a bad official.
that ain't it. Okay. It's off the hook. It's untapped. Mama said it'd be days like this. Crazy, man. Crazy day, man. We just wrapped up day 1. And I'm just left dumbfounded. As I stand here talking to you guys, it's 80 degrees. There's pollen over everything. And I shook off so many bites shallow that I felt so good about it. I said, scrap the forward-facing sonar. I'm going to go fish shallow. I'm going to fish the bank. They're sliding up there. They're going to be there. I'm going to catch them. When I say that did not happen, it did not happen. And I was stubborn, and I did it all day. I stayed with it. I said, screw it, I'm on it. I'm 100% on it. And it just never happened, man. But this is a weird learning experience for me, because I fished exactly how I wanted to fish. 100% how I wanted to. I got no regrets. I'm not upset about it. It just sucks, you know? It's the championship. You want to do well. What do I do day 2, tomorrow? Am I going to go panning? Maybe. I really don't want to. I don't want to get in guys' ways that are successfully doing that as well. You know, there's always that, you got to play that game too, you know. It's like there's always that chance you run into some guys that are doing that, and then you mess them up. It's just not a good look, right? So I'm definitely going to try to stay to myself and do my thing tomorrow. But, man, it's just crazy, man. This has happened to me several times. You guys have been watching the channel for a minute now. You look back at last year. You hear me talk about Lake Murray a lot. That was the worst it's ever happened to me, ever. But Lake Murray was like that. There's been just some tournaments here recently in the last year and a half where I just got bit in that. And it's always been by shallow fish. The times that I've fished out mostly, it's been a little bit more solid. The offshore fish are definitely more consistent as far as changing conditions, etc., right? You don't have to worry about them as bad. The shallow fish are more susceptible to all sorts of weather change. But when you got this, and the birds is singing, and the bees is buzzing, man, it's hard not to go to the bank, bro. But I think there was quite a few guys that did it today in our group that did not catch them. I was one of them. So anyway, tomorrow's a new day. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm going to sit out here in this Ranger, and we're going to soak it up and try to figure out exactly what it is we're going to do and make it happen on day 2, whatever that is. I'm 11 pounds out. So I know that sounds like a lot, especially when you only caught 3 bass. I had 5 bites today. I caught 3. 11 pounds out. A little quick flurry. Make it happen, Captain. We about to close off this day one video. I got my boy A Squared. We I ain't gonna say we. Adrian had a decent day. No, you did not have a bad day. No, bro. You caught 16 pounds.
Caught 3 bass the first period, 3 bass the second period, and the third period never caught a bass.
I caught 1 bass the first period. I caught 1 bass the second period. I caught 1 bass the third period. I did break off a bass and I lost a 4-pounder.
Dang. Where'd you lose a 4-pounder on?
On the float, on the Guy Lake float worm.
Dang,
dude, check man. Hey, if it can happen to me, bro, the weirdest stuff happens to me on tournament day, Adrian. I swear to you, look.
You can't shake one.
You know how they eat that Mathiolate worm.
Oh yeah.
It's like a Cinco. You can't get one to let it go. It's crazy. So this one, I'm just going down the bank. I don't know if there's betters or not. I'm assuming there is. And I'm working it, and I can see it. Then I see this wake come off the bank, right? Whoa. And I see my worm, and I see it go. But it don't disappear. He eats half of it. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. So I'm waiting because I already know they'll suck it again and get all of it. But he swims down. I can't see him no more. And I'm like, I got to go for it. I set the hook with nothing. Come back, worm just shredded. I seen him.
Oh,
he's 3.5, 4-pounder, right? A good one.
Yep. There ain't nothing you can do about that.
Nothing you can do about that, man. Luck. But I'm sure you lost some too. It's just part of it, man. What can you do?
See, but the thing is, the guys that really smash them, they still lose them too. They just generate more bites.
They generate,
and I didn't do a good job generating bites today. So.
And I'm looking at the leaderboard, and those of you that watch my practice video, I've been conflicted all week. Adrian, you know this. We've talked about it. To pan or not to pan, meaning to use 4-faces sonar offshore and fish individual fish on bait, or not to do that. I've been torn on this all week, man.
Dude, it's hard not to go back to your roots, right?
It is,
and on paper, okay, because we talk about you could literally throw the textbook out, right? Because forward-facing sonar has taught us so much about bass that we just didn't know, right?
Yeah.
And per the textbook, I mean, dude, we're on a warming trend. We're on a new moon. It's the middle of March. There's pollen all over the place. And it's so hard to go out in the middle of the lake and pan on bait. Dude. Because when you know that them bass should be coming shallow.
Yeah.
And, dude, I mean, I was the same way. You know, I committed more or less to sight fishing today.
Yeah.
And, you know, it bit me, dude. Like, I mean, I caught some bass, but, you know, I'm outside the cut. I need to have a good day like yourself tomorrow. And the good thing is we're not out of it, man. We just need a good day.
That's the up to every fish counts, man. That is I've been saying that you could be 20, 30, 40 pounds out depending on the fishery. You know, you have that one, I don't even want to call it a magical day. You just have a good day of fishing.
Realistically, you need 1 hour to happen to you tomorrow that you catch 4 or 5.
Yes.
And you catch 4 or 5 in that hour, you're right back in the game.
Yes. You're right back there. Yeah.
So
that's just how it goes. But we can sit here and cry tears all we want. But, man, I'm happy with how I fished today, man. I had several bites in practice doing what I did. My gut told me to do that. I stayed with it all day. I was stubborn, too. It is what it is, right? We got bit. We got snake bit. But tomorrow's a new day. We got a new shot. So I appreciate y'all checking us out. This was day one. We coming live and direct for you guys tomorrow with day 2. Hoping for a better day. It's supposed to rain really bad, so I don't know how much coverage we'll get. But, you know, we'll have some form of somebody's camera rolling. So appreciate y'all. Stay tuned. See you.